your experience working with startups across different cultures?
Thank you very much, Doreen, for your question. Definitely, I would like to start and maybe give a brief background. So when we talk about startup success, especially in the tech world, the conversation often centers around product scalability, digital infrastructure, operational efficiency. So launching the startup across multiple regions, it doesn't just mean translating your app or product into a few languages. It means actually understanding how customers from different cultural backgrounds think, behave, how they make decisions.
What specific intercultural insights have you found most valuable in startup environment?
Yes, definitely. What I would like to highlight that in the startup world, one of the most valuable intercultural insights I've learned is that everything is more personal. From how people evaluate you to how they decide whether to trust or collaborate with and your business. For example, if you're applying for a job in the UK, hiring decisions are supposed to be based on your experience, skills, performance, not your appearance or background. But in the startup world, the first thing people often do is actually check your LinkedIn profile. They want to get a sense who you are as a founder, your tone, your presentation, your values and appearance. That means if you want to scale your product internationally, you need to make sure your personal brand is accessible and appropriate for global audiences. So my suggestion, define your core values early. Don't compromise on them, and look for partners actually who would resonate with your values, your principles, and beliefs. That may help you to build successful collaborations across cultures.
How can startups balance global ambitions with local cultural nuances?
Right. Actually, every startup has dreams about going global, right? It's the nature of innovation. But global ambition without the cultural awareness is the fast track to fail. So the key is to start with the markets you really understand, where you know your customers, their motivation, how they make decisions, what drives the trust, and what the cultural expectations are. Once you achieve this real success in one specific market, then not just product market fit, but also product cultural fit. And that culture is never one size fits all. People around the world choose products and services they trust, but what build that trust, it's different. And then not just between countries, but with them too, even inside of the specific countries. For example, in a country like India, you are not dealing with one unified culture. You're actually navigating dozens of languages, traditions, or religious practices, often varying from one region to another. South and North are quite different. Similarly, if we talk about the culture in London or a big cosmopolitan city like New York, it's very different from that culture in small towns across UK or US. So when we talk about the culture, it's not just about national identity. It's also about the regional, linguistic, or even city level nuances. And here why it matters. Culture often gives you the answer to why your clients or partners choose or do not choose your product or service. So therefore, sometimes it's not just about the price or specific features your product or service has. It's about whether your offering feels aligned with how they think, how they value, and how they trust. So understanding this is incredibly important for any startup founder. The deeper you grasp the cultural knowledge of the people you want to serve, the more effectively you can connect, communicate, build lasting relationship, and of course, get customers.